Good morning, guys. Today is Tuesday, June 9th. It's going to be a hot and humid one, so it's not exactly my favorite kind of weather when it gets so humid, because I feel kind of sluggish. So that's why today's class is going to be about getting up and getting moving right away, first thing in the morning, even on a day when you think you're going to be having a hard time dealing with the heat or whatever it is that you might be dealing with. Sometimes it's just good to get up and get moving. It lifts your spirits, it helps your body to feel better. So that's what we're going to do. So go ahead and have a comfortable seat. Bring your eyes to close. Let the outside world go. And bring your awareness onto yourself and onto your breath. Today my quote is, I'm not telling you it's going to be easy. I'm telling you it's going to be worth it. I'm not telling you it's going to be easy. I'm telling you it's going to be worth it. So there are lots of situations that we're going to come through throughout life. We talk about this frequently with Mela, that sometimes it's going to be hard. It is. But you keep pushing through, you keep trying harder, you keep loving harder, you keep your faith, you keep your spirit. And in the end, it will all be worth it. So similar to this class today, what I'm having you get up and get moving, maybe when you don't want to, stick with it, it will be worth it, you'll feel great when class is done. Go ahead, take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale, release it out your mouth. And again, deep breath in, deep breath out. One more time, deep breath in, deep breath out. Gently blink your eyes to open. Bring your hands down to the floor, come into tabletop position. Go ahead and round your spine, bring your chin to your chest, come into cat pose. And then inhale, drop your belly low, chin up. And again, exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. And inhale, belly low, lift your chin up. Come back to a neutral spine, curl your toes under and go ahead and push your hips up and back. Come into your first downward facing dog of the day. You can be still in your dog, or you can walk your dog out, bending one knee at a time, whatever feels better for you. If you're walking your dog out, come back to stillness in your dog. Take a couple breaths in here. And then your next inhale, you're going to look forward at your hands, and you can take a big giant step or a couple baby steps to the top of your mat and end in a forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway to a flat back. Exhale and fold. And again, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. One more time, inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale and bow. Inhale, go ahead and roll all the way up to a stand, reaching those arms out and up. Exhale your hands to your heart center. Close your eyes. Set your intention for today's practice. And then blink your eyes to open. Inhale, reach out and up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale and fold. Inhale to rise back up to a stand, reaching those arms out and up. Exhale back to mountain pose. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. And again, inhale, reach those arms out and up. Exhale, fold on down. Inhale, lift up halfway, flat back. Exhale, bow. Inhale to rise again, reaching those arms out and up. Exhale, back to mountain pose. And again, deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale and fold. Go ahead and step your feet back. Come back into your downward facing dog. Look forward at your hands, and you're going to step your right foot between your hands. You can also have blocks here if you need blocks to help raise the floor up to you, or pillows or blankets. Stay here in your low lunge. Your hands can be down on the floor. You can bring one hand up to a knee, both hands up to your knee, or you can come into full crescent lunge. Sorry, brain fart this morning. Take a couple breaths wherever you're at. And then exhale, bring your hands back down to your mat. Step that right foot back and come back into your downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward at your hands. Go ahead and take a couple tiny steps or a big giant step to bring that left foot between your hands. Again, you can have blocks or no. Hands can stay down, they can come to a knee, or they can come up into full crescent lunge, wherever you want to go. Just take a few breaths. And then your next exhale, bring your hands back on down to your mat. Step that left foot back into your downward facing dog again. Take a couple breaths in your dog. And then again, inhale, go ahead and look forward. Step your right foot back between your hands. Drop that back knee down. And go ahead and lean forward, come into crane pose. Really opening up that left hip flexor and deepening that right hip crease. Really trying to open it up on a day when it's hot and humid. And you may feel a little sluggish or tight. Take a couple breaths here. And then your next exhale, lower your hands on down. Curl under those back toes, lift that back knee up. Keep your left hand planted, and you're going to twist and raise that right arm up to the sky. Exhale that right hand down. Go ahead and flatten that back foot, taking it to warrior two foot. And you're going to cartwheel your arms all the way up and come into your warrior two. Reach nice and long through those arms. Pulling in your belly. Taking a couple breaths here. And then begin to lean forward, placing that right forearm on your right thigh or knee, and reach that left arm up over your ear. Reach, reach, reach. You can look down at that right foot. You can look up at the ceiling. Come back to your warrior two. Flip that front palm up and take that right hand high to the sky. Again, you can look down at the back foot, or you can look up at your hand. Whichever feels better for your neck. cartwheel your arms back, down, and around. Go ahead and curl onto those back toes. You're going to step that right foot back, come back into your downward facing dog, and take a couple breaths here. Again, you can walk your dog out if you'd like, or you can be still. And then on your next inhale, look forward at your hands. Step that left foot forward. And then drop that back knee down. And then inhale, you can bring your hands to the knee, or you can bring them all the way up into crane. Take a couple breaths here. And then exhale those hands down, curl those back toes under, lift the back knee up. Keep that right hand planted, and you're going to twist and raise that left arm up to the sky for dragonfly. Bring that left hand back on down. Drop that back heel down. And you're going to cartwheel your hands on up, coming into warrior two pose. Again, reach along through those arms, pulling your belly in, and breathe. And on your inhale, lean forward, bring the left forearm to left thigh or knee. Reach that right arm up over your head. And take a couple breaths here. Come back to your warrior two. Flip that front palm. Take that left hand high to the sky. And again, you can look up at the hand or down at the back foot. And then next inhale, bring the arms back, down and around, cartwheel them down, curl onto those back toes. This time you are going to step that right foot forward, coming into your forward fold. And toe heel your feet about hips distance apart. Grab opposite elbows and just sway side to side. If you want to get into the hips a little bit more, you can take your feet a little wider and really bend the knees when you take your ragdoll. It gets into those hips a little bit, gets to the side body a bit. And then come back to stillness in the center. Bring your feet back together. Inhale, lift up halfway to a flat back. Exhale and fold. Inhale to rise back up to a stand, reaching the arms out and up. Exhale, come into mountain pose and close your eyes. Take a couple breaths here in your mountain pose. Slow your breathing back down. Remember, we're getting up and moving. We also have to pause. Bring your attention back to the breath. Recall our intention. Gently blink your eyes to open. And then inhale, you're going to reach those arms out and up. And then you're going to take your right arm forward, left arm back. And as you do that, you're going to come to sit in chair pose. So if you want your feet apart in your chair pose, you certainly can. Or your feet can be together. And you also have the twist. So take a couple breaths here. And then inhale, come back up to center, straighten the knees, look up at the hands. And then exhale, fold back on down. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale and fold. Inhale to rise back up to a stand, reaching your arms out and up. Come back to mountain pose. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, reach up. And then on your exhale, you're going to bring the left arm forward, right arm back, open arm twist, and you're going to sit in your chair pose again. Again, feet can be apart if it's better for your knees and low back, or your feet can be together. Take a couple breaths there. Inhale, bring those arms back up through center, straighten the knees, stretch, 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 stretch. And then exhale, arms out and around and fold. Take a couple breaths here in your fold. And I'm just going to turn sideways for this next one. So what I want you to try and do, I'll show you first and then you can make a decision if you want to do the variation. So first variation is you can have your feet up a little wider than hips distance. So here, like that. A little wider than hips distance. You can be in your fold and you can just grab the backs of your calves, your ankles, and just kind of guide yourself forward. So you're like doing a seated forward, forward, forward fold, but you're just using using your legs to pull a little bit deeper. The last option is if you want to lift your left foot up and place your fingertips underneath your foot. Same thing with the right. And then again, you're going to pull down with the hands. So you have some leverage to go a little deeper in the pose to get a bigger stretch of the back sides of the legs, even into the low back. This is your gorilla pose. You can also, in the gorilla pose, if you want to straighten the arms, you can lift up with your back. So it's a great shoulder stretch and the back of the leg stretch. It's almost like lifting up to a halfway lift. Wherever you're at, take a couple breaths. And then go ahead and release. If your hands are underneath your feet, take the hands out from underneath the feet. Bring your feet back together if they're apart. Inhale, lift up halfway to a flat back. Exhale and fold. Inhale to rise back up to a stand, reaching your arms out and up. Exhale, come back to mountain pose again. Close your eyes. Take a couple breaths there. And then inhale those arms out and up. And exhale, you're going to step your right foot forward, a giant step. Bringing that back foot down to like a warrior 2 foot. And then you're going to begin to lean forward, both your hands are reaching, reaching, reaching over that left foot. And you can just stay there. You're trying to flatten your back. Just reach, reach, reach. Both feet are pressing evenly into there. Don't dump into that right foot, because that's the way you're leaning. Pull the belly in. Keep reaching, keep reaching. And then you can go ahead and release the hands down towards that right foot. The right hand can stay down, and you can lift that left arm up to the sky for triangle. Bring that left hand down and around. Curl onto those back toes. Take your hands about a foot in front of your right foot. Slide that right foot forward so it's like a kickstand. Let me step back a little bit. And then to your degree, see if you can lift that left leg up off the floor. Maybe only hover it a little bit. Maybe lift it all the way parallel to the floor. Just take a couple breaths here. We're working some balance. Last challenge is if you want to try and lift that right arm up. Take a couple breaths here. And then exhale, lower everything down. Inhale, lift up halfway to a flat back. Exhale and fold. Inhale to rise all the way up to a stand, reaching the arms out and up. Exhale to mountain pose. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, you're going to lift both arms up. And you're going to step the left foot forward, a giant step. Your right foot comes down to a warrior 2 foot. And again, you're going to hinge forward, keeping that spine nice and long. Keep reaching, pulling the belly in, squeezing through the hips. Both feet press evenly down into the earth. And you're just reaching forward like you're going to reach to grab a baby or a puppy and hold them. Keep breathing, keep breathing. And then in your next exhale, go ahead and lower the hands down to the earth. Keep the left hand down, and you're going to reach their right arm up to the sky for triangle. Inhale, lower that right hand down. Curl onto those back toes. And again, you're taking the hands about a foot in front of your left foot. You're going to kickstand those right toes behind. The toes can stay down, or you can lift them up a little bit. You can lift them up a little bit more, wherever you want to go. Last option is if you want to lift that left arm. Again, pulling your belly into your spine. Keep breathing. And then exhale the arm and leg down. Go ahead and take a forward fold. Bend your knees in your fold and just take a couple breaths here. If you want to sway, you can, or you can just be still. When you slightly bend the knees, it kind of releases the low back a little bit more. So we're just going to hang here for a couple breaths. If you want to take your feet a little further apart in your fold, you certainly can do that too. Take a deep breath in here. Deep breath out. And again, deep breath in. Deep breath out. Go ahead and bring your feet back towards each other. And inhale, roll back up to a stand, reaching the arms out and up. Bring the hands down into mountain pose. And again, close your eyes. Take a couple breaths here. And then gently blink your eyes to open. And I just want you to go ahead and grab your blocks or your blankets, your pillows, your bags of sugar, whatever you got. And we're just going to get into the hamstrings a little bit. So have your blocks, if you have them on high setting. Right foot's going to be in front, left foot's going to be in back. It's going to be your pyramid legs set up here. Your back is at a flat back. And then when you're ready, just go ahead and fold over those legs. Your hands can stay on your blocks, or if you want to give your shoulders a wrench, you can reach your arms back up. If you want to grab opposite elbows, you can, or grab one wrist, or clasp your hands behind you. Just giving those shoulders a rinse as well. Keep breathing here, keep breathing here. And then release the bind of your arms, if you have them. Bring your hands back to your blocks, lift up halfway, step forward, Bend the knees a couple times and take the knees out a little bit. And then step that right foot back. Left foot's in front now for your pyramid. And again, you got your flat back first. And then exhale, go ahead and fold over your legs. If you want to give the shoulders a rinse, grab the opposite elbow the opposite way. Hold on to the opposite wrist or clasp your hands the opposite way. You know, the way that makes you feel a little uncomfortable, like, ooh, this feels awkward. That's the one you want on this side. And then take a couple breaths. And then release whatever bind you have. Bring your hands back to your blocks. Lift up halfway, step that back foot forward, and again you can bend the knees a little bit, bring them back together, and then just come back on up to a stand, shimmy it all out, and then come have a seat on your mat. So let's bring our left foot to our right inner thigh, right leg's gonna go out on a slight angle. Sit nice and tall. Twist your body over that straight leg and then walk your hands down and fold. You can reach your hands towards that right foot. If you can grab the right foot, great. If not, no worries. Or if you have your strap or your tie, your towel, you can wrap it around that foot and then help bring your foot a little bit more towards you. Next inhale, walk the hands back on up. Twist your body over the bent knee. Inhale that left arm up. And then go ahead and side bend over to that right leg. Inhale, come back on up, lower that hand down, kick that left leg out, shake your legs out and keep the legs apart. Inhale the arms out to a T, twist that right arm towards that left foot, and then go ahead and reach that right hand towards that left foot. Again, pull your belly in, take a couple breaths here. Inhale, come back on up, twist back to center. And then exhale, twist the left hand towards that right foot and fold over that way. Inhale, come back on up, twist back to center. Lower the arms down, shake it on out. And then pull that right foot in to meet the inner left thigh. Sit nice and tall, twist your body over that left leg, and then again walk your hands down and fold. Inhale, come back on up. Twist your body over the right knee. Inhale the right arm up overhead. And then go ahead and side bend over to the left. Inhale, come back on up, lower that arm down, kick the leg out straight, bring the legs back together, shake it on out, point and flex your feet a couple times. comfortably, or if you're comfortable with them out, that's fine. We're just gonna get to our shoulders a little bit more before we do our hips. Right arm comes out to a T, take it in front of your chest. Left hand or arm grabs hold, give a tug, and then tilt your left ear to left shoulder. Head and neck come back up to vertical. Release the bind, shake it on out. Left arm comes out to a T, cross it in front. Right arm or hand hold that arm, give a tug, and then right ear goes to right shoulder. Head and neck come back up to vertical, release the bind, shake it on out. So a couple options for your hips today. You can have your legs out straight, left ankle can cross on top of the right above the right knee. You can sit tall, you can lean forward, the hands can come behind you, and you can bend that bottom leg up. Those are all great options. Last option is if you want to do half pigeon on the floor. I'm going to turn sideways for it so you guys can see better. So you're in your tabletop position. Your left knee comes to your left wrist. You're going to stretch that right leg back. And then you can come on down into your forearms. You can lower your head. Whatever option feels best or most comfortable for you. We're here for about 10 or 12 breaths. If you do have pigeon on the floor, you can always have your blankets nearby too, or your pillow. And you can just rest your forehead on your blankets or your pillow. If you're in half pigeon on the floor, come back to your hands and slowly lift your body up. And you're just going to slowly slide that left knee back to meet the right. You can do some hip circles. You can touch back into a downward facing dog. You can just be in your cat pose and do a few cats and cows, whatever feels good for you. If you were seated, just uncross that leg slowly. Shake your legs out a little bit. You can rub up by the hips. You can rub on down your legs to your toes. Whatever feels good for you. And then when you're ready, you'll take the right ankle over the left knee. Sit tall or lean forward. Or take your hands back behind you. Bend that bottom leg up. Those are all great options. Last option is if you want to do half pigeon on the floor. And I'll just face you straight on just so you can see where the legs go again. You're in your tabletop position. Your right knee goes towards your right wrist. Your left foot is kind of out by that left wrist. And then you stretch that left leg back nice and long. And again, you can pull your blankets or pillows over to rest your forehead on. And again, you're here for about 10 or 12 breaths. So close your eyes. And just focus on your breathing. slowly come to your hands. Again, you'll slide that right knee back to meet the left. You can take some hip circles in your tabletop position. You can curl toes under and come into a dog and do hip circles. You can take a child's pose, whatever feels good for you. If you were in your seated hip opener, you uncross that right ankle slowly, and then you can just shake it out. Again, you can rub up by the hips again. You can rub on down the legs to the toes, whatever feels good for you. And then when you're ready, you're gonna come lay down on your mats, keeping your knees bent, arms are down by your sides. Your feet are about hip distance apart, and we're just gonna take a bridge pose. So whenever you're ready, inhale, lift those hips up off your mat. Your hands can stay by your sides, or if you want to clasp your hands underneath and slide your shoulder blades together underneath, you can certainly do that as well. Take a couple breaths here. And then on your next exhale, release the bind if you have it, and slowly lower it down. Rock your legs side to side a couple times. And then one more time, we're just gonna take one more bridge pose. So inhale, lift those hips up. Hands can stay again here, or they can clasp underneath. Take a couple breaths, pulling your belly in, squeezing your bum, pressing your feet down. Next exhale, slowly release on down. And again, rock the legs side to side. And the next time the knees drop off to the left, leave them on the left, swing your arms to the right. Inhale, come back to center. And then drop your knees to the right, swing your arms to the left. And then inhale, come back to center. Take the arms out to a T, palms facing up. Pull the knees into your chest. And then one at a time, extend your legs up to the sky. Take a few breaths here. One at a time, bend your knees back into your chest. Lower your feet back on down to the earth. Lower your arms on down. Go ahead and stretch your legs down long. Take your arms away from your body. I like my palms facing up in Shavasana. And just let your body sink heavily into the earth. And just breathe. And begin to deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Reach the arms up overhead. Stretch your legs down long for a full body stretch. Bend the knees up and then slowly roll off to your right side. Pause there. Take a breath or two. And then continue to sit up, finding yourself a comfortable seated position, keeping your eyes closed. And you'll bring your hands to your heart center. Thank you guys for practicing with me here today. I greatly appreciate all your love and all your support. Remember, sometimes things aren't easy. Life isn't easy. But I promise if you stay strong, stay true to who you are, it will well be worth it. May you be safe. May you be healthy. May you be happy. And may your mind be at ease. Together we bow and say, Namaste. Thank you guys. Happy Tuesday. Stay cool, stay hydrated, and hugs from me to all of you. Love you guys.